Hey you guys. Just want to do one more for the night while the shower or while my bath's getting ready. Pretty cool. Flow states kind of thing. So guess I'll leave my mug out of the shop for this one maybe. Let's have a cool, fun night reading. It's 11:46, so got 15 more minutes of cooking. Some boots on the ground. Boots on the ground, you guys. Boots on the ground. That's let's start it with that. We're definitely soldiers right now, doing full-on light work, and we are part of Heaven's army, just kicking ass. Barry the Fool on the bottom for kind of just sitting there looking at me. It just keeps coming up, it's I still struggle with doubt sometimes. It's I still struggle with, am I doing enough to become my highest and most future, golden self, am I? And it's uh-oh. I ask myself, and that pops out immediately. The Father asks, and I'm yeah. And there's Gon on the other side. He's asking me as Gon. He's asking us as Gon. You could say, looking at a Sharingan right now too, of cards basically. It's we are Gon, but we're also, think of Naruto and Sasuke, and Gon and Killua. You guys see the mirror, we have both of those sides, and we have an alter version of ourselves. This is Asuna's other avatar, with blue hair. It looks really cool. I love it. We have that alter version of ourselves. Look at it. See? Perfect. This is a card that I pulled with Hadesmon. It just reminds me of you could say a version of not death, it's I once you could say a conversation with death could go like this, death says you're buried. But you can say, buried in what? And God would be nice, It's that kind of thing. It's nothing's there to hurt you. Boom. Gurren! Login! Guys, have that spiral power of your spirit. And there's Christ again. I pulled those two together. Really reminds me of a Christ, Christ always appears to me as the support, the supporter of the main character always. But sometimes the full-on father figure, or even especially the vice captain of think of Sentenced to Be a Hero, Captain Vishia or something. I forget her name. But she reminds me of a Christ figure to the hero, and there's me being, you could say a little monster, kind of figuring it out. Let's pull two of these. How do I say this? When we were talking about being soldiers, it's reminds me of that one crazy burial city of all the soldiers. It's we're being honored in heaven just doing light work alone. Yui just pops out as, again, this is the program, the daughter of you could say the universe, it's the daughter of the universe being your guide. And whenever Yui kind of pops up, I see it as a Papa, you're doing good, keep going. I'm okay, you got it, my daughter. I'm just raw attack dragon again. Guys, use your tech dragons. You could see these two, funny enough, are not very different cards. These are really not very different. You could say not beasts. It's tech dragon. It's Yui is a little tech dragon, and she'd be yes, cool. That sounds awesome. It's use your technology, your music, use your shows, use your rice cooker. It's your microwave. Be happy about it. Those are little Yuis. Boom. That's how you appreciate everything and become royalty. That's how you. Let me go set my boots up. So it's kind of annoying me. I'll set them over there and show you guys this really cool tin in return. Do you guys still accept me? But guys, that's how you become royalty, by like accepting that everything is there for your favor. There for, you could say, God to show you that you're in His favor, and like, you know, you're becoming like a god or a goddess that has real favor even in heaven. Just like the joy you produce and like how you love is like a cherishable thing to heaven. Heck yeah, I forget what this is called. Yeah, exactly, branded bond. It's like, you know, a lot of things I see nowadays of like angels is like a beast, where it's like a dangerous but honorable creature. You know, it's like I will protect the village at any cost for the king, but like, you know, how do I say this? Almost like a thing of darkness, where it's like beautiful, thorough, and ruthless, you could say. Like it's very angelic in a weird way. You could say even darkness is very angelic in a weird way. Yeah, like 100%. Fallen of Valdez comes out again. That's like, you know, the main like warrior card of like, it's like the main character card. That's how I should say it more. This is like literal like the main character of the deck, you could say. Cool. What does that mean? 1 second. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about these two first. I could have pulled this first. You could say, like, you know, confirmation for being on the dot about, you know, angels. Right on the nose. I kind of itched my nose. It's like a angelic, like, shadow being where it's, like, noble. It reminds me of almost like a Charizard kind of thing, where it's like, we're, like, mega evolving ourselves, you know? I wish I gotta get some Pokemon cards. That'd be really fun. But, like, we're, like, mega evolving ourselves into, like, these crazy dragons, but we have, like, Attack on Titan, like, you know, kits of like lights, like love, you know. It's like we're just like cutting through darkness. It's so much fun. Yeah, these, you know, especially this one keeps coming out, like you know, just awakening from a millennium, like awakening from an entire millennium of like just like not being awake, you could say. And kind of everyone's like still this like superheated, like, you know, still like hot but like magma infused form, where it's like the fire's like there and very hot, but it's like not on fire, you know. And then you just become Lee, like Gambare Lee, like, you know, just pure effort, you know, like now I can finally move, like, and we just like actually like wake up and, you know, just be crazy about like, yeah, like this is like me being vice captain right now, you know, of like kind of just explaining like effort. I talk about it a lot. And there comes Kakashi, you know, again, Christ is like shadow and light. Like the coolness is the shadow, but like you can see like his literal special ability is light. That's like, you know, that's what like repels darkness, you could say, but don't think there's not like darkness in all of us. Again, like, you know, there's Naruto eating ramen, but like he is the 9-tailed demon fox that like almost destroyed the village, that took out basically both of his parents within him. But he's just hanging out eating ramen. It's like, would anyone like hate Naruto for just sitting there eating ramen? Like, no. You know, it's like, even if you have darkness within you, it's like no one's, yeah. Like, hold on. Is this? Yeah. Like, out comes Hadesmon. What we were talking about earlier. It's like, you know, there's a little bit of that within all of us, but it's not like a, like, I have to, like, you know, get this darkness out of me. No, it's like, it's there to protect you, and it's there to tell you you're loved. It's almost like, you know, no way. That's so cool. These two come out together, that's awesome. If you've seen the show, that's, like, super cool. Again, it's like having someone, like, each of this, you could say, like, if someone's, like, you know, really, you could say, like, just spiraling, like, super evolving, and they're like, you liar, like, you said you'd be up here with me. And Kafka's, like, you know, secretly doing his, like, very best to get up there, and he ends up, like, doing it, you know, and, like, but it kind of, like, how do I say this? You're lucky to have a Mina, but you're also lucky to have a Kafka. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do I say this? It's effort in someone always being there, and then it kind of switches to like effort, and then Mina's like, I see you being at my side, like you can do this. It's like that's like a very valuable thing. That's cute. I mean, again, it's like you can fuse those two together, and it kind of makes you that like magma monster, you could say, of like the two fusing of shadow and like flame. But these two like together, like I love it. It's like Asuna and Sinon. They're like very much our, how do I say this? Like our sister. And like our, you could say like our spouse, like our mate. And this is like very much my wife to me in a card. I like keep it like, everywhere, you could say. But it's like, how do I say this? If you're a girl watching this, it's like, they have the same version of your brother and like your mate, like your husband. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like you always have a brother or a sister, and I think it's like maybe in all of us, like, every version of like the angels are like within us. It's kind of strange to think about, but there's like me kind of like, again, being a monster and like being a part of the army, figuring all of this out together. And there's also me being like a prodigy, like again, like a last of the Uchiha kind of thing. Like that's just like, that is all of us as well. And these two remind me, like, again, we always find figures like this, like very locked in, when they smile, it's like very rare and like really mean something, you could say, kind of characters, that like always work really hard. Oh, that's so cool. No way. See, this is, again, like, guys, like the most valuable thing you can have. Like, if you've seen both of these shows, these are like literal. That's so cool. That is so cool. I'm so happy. Like, look at these two together. We pulled these, Yusei, and I forget her name, but it's like, I'm kind of rewatching the show right now, but it's like, these two are like, made for each other across like time and space, of course, and then same here, these two are made for each other across time and space, and they give birth to like a spiritual Yui across time and space. They give like literal birth to new life that is like there across infinity, because it's like your spiritual, like soulmate bond creating like a child for you guys already across like infinity to be in heaven, like waiting for you. 133 on the timer, like I basically just saw or just missed, even like one past, you could say. That's what I'm saying. It's like, imagine us as the alignment, as the synchronicity, and like there's Yui, like 333, but like Yui's the 4. Pretty like, it's like a cross, it's like a little bit ahead, but it's still part of like our synchronicity, our alignment. One more, or I'm having so much fun. Let me turn off my bath real quick. Holy schmoly. The water is at a perfect level. We're so hyped. I guess I'll keep going because like I have software now that I can make longer videos. Cool. Like honestly, like I love being like a knight that kind of like cuts through everything spiritually of like, despair. Like I 143 on the timer. And I literally have like this with me. Like she's with me all the time. She's my nightmare apprentice. And sometimes like, my love can be a nightmare. But it's you could say that's like my jester talking. Like my branded, how do I say this? Like the light Yagami and me talking would be like, haha, like this and that. But the Holy Spirit, the Holy Flame, like I'm, the Phoenix of Love's eternal flame. And like, I love like being a fusion with the Holy Spirit. It's really cool. And that's like, again, like think of like, an eternal flame, like that is like within you. And as well, as, you could say like, this is like the catalyst for this. Isn't that cool? The Red Eyes Shining Dragon, or Slash Dragon, it's like still like a shining card. It is the catalyst for this flame. So it's like, this is concealed within that. Isn't it cool? Pretty cool, huh? They maybe touch my nose. Right on the nose, right on the dot. I got a, oh, no way. See exactly, guys, like look at, same exact thing. What just happened, right? This concealing this little like chibi thing. It's like, the eternal light. It's pretty cool. So it's like, here's like, here's like us. Like we're we're bold and noble, strong monsters. And we're like very, very strong, and we protect. It's like, and that's not like, a bad thing. Not even in heaven. Because why? We're protecting this. Like, we're protecting these two little, like tiny eternal flames. That's like pure joy and spirit, it's like beautiful. Yeah, see? Like, guys, exactly. Exactly. Like the loyal Sky Bison, that's who we're protecting. Like, yip yip. And we're just like, like, wanna go pangolin sweating? Pangolin sweating? Huh, oh, no way. You guys, like, again, like, fuse with that flame. Like, it can be this as well. Like a noble, burning, searing dragon that's, like, always on